Sunday. Once again, Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. I just want to do a follow up here real quick with Cade Tyson in North Carolina. I recorded a video on that yesterday. And frankly, I am not seeing it being confirmed by any of the North Carolina sites. So I want to pull up and show you where my source came from on this, the source that I got it from, or supposed source, and going to kind of explain why I decided to run with this. And I'm a little annoyed at myself. I didn't wait for the North Carolina sites to confirm it before I did. Now, before I jump into any of that, I still believe Cade Tyson ends up at North Carolina. The crystal ball features on your on threes and your what else do you have? 24/7 and Rival, some of these that do it, they're favoring Tyson to North Carolina. And based on what I've read around from Tennessee mods and stuff, I get that sense as well. But I'm going to kind of explain why I jumped into this, and I'm going to explain a little bit why I'm pissed off about it too. Number one, at myself for not waiting on them to confirm it, because I've been pretty good, because I don't want to just be a rumor mill or a clickbaiter on this. So I'm a little annoyed that it's kind of looking like I went that route on this. So I do apologize on that ahead of time, but I'll go ahead and share and show you where I got this from. All right, so I'm pulling it up on X. Right here is the post. This dude right here, Xavier Darilis Ricks. Now, transfer portal insider, independent national Kentucky college basketball reporter, 8,678 follows, says news. Belmont transfer Cade Tyson tells me he has committed to North Carolina, big time get for the Tar Heels. Now, the thing of it is, you got people down here asking, I'm not seeing this. I hope you're right. Where's your information? This dude never, ever responded to any of them on here. Never responded to any of them. So you're a supposed portal insider reporting point blank tells me he's committed, and there's no follow-up on that. There's nothing from the North Carolina sites that confirm it either. Just people have backed the guy up saying he's been very good so far on his portal, telling what's going on. Around that same time, when I'm on 24/7, a poster on there says Tyson commits to North Carolina. One of the mods who covers this right after chimed in that because people were saying this must be an NIL battle. He said it's not he doesn't believe it is. And he point blank said if Tennessee, basically the way I read this, if Tennessee would have put their foot on the throttle, they would have had a good shot with it. So I'm not saying Tennessee could have gotten Cade Tyson. I'm not saying that at all. But I don't think it's official yet that he's committed and signed, unless they're just waiting to announce it for some other reason, possibly. But I'm not sure why somebody would come on and say he's told me he's committed, but then there's no news out there. So there's a disconnect somewhere. And again, the timing of it, when a mod on a UT site comments 3 times right after it, talks about Tennessee still being in really good shape with Milicic, waiting on some things to happen, and not shooting down that Tyson committed to North Carolina. The way I read all that around that time was it's a go. Tyson's going to North Carolina. So we'll just have to wait and see. Again, I still think, based on everything I'm reading, Tyson goes to North Carolina. I don't know if Tennessee, if they would have won, if they have gone all out and didn't get him, I don't know if they've not gone all out. I don't really know what to believe at this point, based on just so much crap out there and so information. I think that's part of the transfer portal. This is a little bit different than high school recruiting, but you get into some of those like that. And I don't know if Tyson's taking any other visits. I don't know if it's just Tennessee and North Carolina. I don't know. I guess the one thing that puzzles me in all this, number one coming in, I think we expected Tyson to North Carolina. He's from North Carolina. And, I would think most guys growing up fairly close to there, that'd be a dream to go to North Carolina or a Duke. So, if North Carolina beats out Tennessee, there's no shame in that. I mean, North Carolina's a blue blood. They were a 1 seed last year. Yeah, Tennessee went further, but, things happen in the tournament. North Carolina did beat Tennessee last year as well. So, I'm not by any means saying anything negative with it. I'm just trying to put it together. But if Tennessee can or could get Cade Tyson. With the amount of roster spots that they have, they still have 4, if I'm counting correctly, on it. Chaz Lanier is going to test the NBA waters. If he gets good feedback, stays in the draft, you're not getting him. And I don't know if it's a guarantee that they get him anyway, but a lot of people tend to think Tennessee has a real good shot to get him if he goes the college route next year. Milicic, apparently there's a deal from what I'm reading, and we've seen this with Euros. I think, what was his name? Chibwe from Kentucky, where they run into like deals with the NIL being from Europe. So I don't know. All I know on that, it's something, I don't know if it's something with visas and NIL or what it is, but I know there have been some issues with some of the college players from overseas with that. Based on what I'm reading, I'm leading to believe that that's the holdup with Milicic in Tennessee. And I could be wrong on that. Could be wrong considering what's been out here about Cade Tyson right now as well. But let's say Tennessee gets Milicic. You still got 3 spots remaining. If they get Lanier, that's 2. Lanier's not a given. We don't know. He's not visited. We don't know how much contact he's had at this point. And again, he could go NBA. The thing that's going to puzzle me in all of this, if it comes out, Tennessee could have gotten Cade Tyson. He goes to North Carolina. And again, this is a big if. I still don't get why you would not take him and Milicic. I just don't get it. I know 6'7", 6'10", and I know height is not the be-all, end-all as far as how a guy plays. I know Milicic can step out and shoot as well. But Tyson shot over, around 45% from three-point range. You just do not turn that type of shooting down, because I can assure you Tennessee probably wishes they would have had that against Purdue. Another shooter would have been big in that game. Another shooter to put out on that wing would have been big. I just think you're in that age of college basketball. You cannot have enough shooters, not unless there's something with NIL, and I don't know that. That's totally an assumption and a speculation on my part if they're trying to fit both in on NIL money. But when you're trying to build a team, especially with the opportunity you have with Tennessee, if you could get all these guys, I don't understand why not, unless they've seen something when he visited that they didn't like. But if that were the case, I don't know why Tennessee would go out last Monday, after Tyson's North Carolina visit and talk to him if they didn't want him. So there's something strange. I'm not saying anything shady. There's just something with what's being reported with Tyson that's just, to me, not matching up with all of it. Again, do I expect him to go to North Carolina? Yes. But I think the realist was the fullest of crap yesterday on this one too. We'll see. We'll find out. That's the way it's looking more and more. So just to follow up on that too, this channel, I want to hit this one real quick before I wrap up, but I'm going to go live tomorrow night at 7:30. We'll talk basketball, baseball, women's basketball, football, the draft. We'll talk whatever tomorrow night. This channel, when I set out, right now, as I look at this, the channel is setting at 974 subscribers, 26 away from 1,000. When I set out to do this, I was hoping by October, I was hoping 100 a month. Worst case, I was hoping end of year. 2025 being able to go to 1,000. It's very realistic. May comes around, this thing's at 1,000 subscribers. I cannot thank all of you enough for listening, for checking it out, for giving it a chance, for sharing it, for subscribing. It's been awesome. Wouldn't be possible without the support of you guys. And there's a bunch of you are consistent in the comments and stuff. So thank you all so much. Thank you for sticking with it, letting this thing play out. As again, I've not even went hard into football coverage yet. This has been built primarily off of basketball, a little bit off of baseball, but really primarily men's and women's basketball. And it's been great. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope you'll join me tomorrow night at 7:30. And we'll just hang out and talk UT sports a little bit. And we'll see how long we go. And we'll see what the response is on there. But I'll keep you posted on anything with the portal. Hopefully it will be valid news this time. And hopefully I'll wait on a valid source instead of a Twitter guy claiming that he's been told directly. And I hope the guy's telling the truth and there's just a delay in announcing. I really hope that's the case. But lesson number one learned on my part in doing this, I guess. Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports Channel. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. And last, but most certainly not least, go Vols.